Welcome guys to the new episode of e-commerce app. In this episode, we are going to design the continue to checkout action flow. Okay, so till now we have created the add to cart page and functionality. Now what we have to do is on the click of the checkout button, we have to add the payment gateway. Okay, so currently we are going to use the RazorPay payment gateway, and in future updates, I will update the course with Stripe payment gateway as well. Okay, so for now we will go with the RazorPay payment gateway, and let me tell you let me explain some concepts like what exactly we are going to do. Once the user click on this button, we will ask the user to use this RazorPay payment gateway, which will provide many payment solutions like UPI, card payments, wallets. Okay, so with the help of that, user will pay us, and then we will create one orders collection. Okay, inside that orders collection, we will store the details of the order, like whatever items user has ordered, that will be stored inside this orders collection. Okay, so here we will have the complete backend solution for order. Okay, once the order collection is created, we will show the user that order is placed successfully. Okay, and in the next step, in the upcoming episodes, we will create one order screen. We will display all the orders in that screen which user has ordered. Okay, so that's the flow which we are going to implement. So let's quickly go to the action flow of continue to checkout. Open it, add action, and from here we will select the RazorPay payment. Okay, so once you have added the RazorPay payment, you need to add the RazorPay payment API key in settings. So go here inside settings, you can search for RazorPay here. Okay, search for RazorPay, enable the RazorPay payments. Okay, so from here you can enable this. So if you are in the test mode, make sure you have enabled this and disabled this, and here you need to add the key ID and key secret. Okay, and if you are running this in production, you need to enable this, and also you need to add the production credential and key secret, and the name of your business is required. So if you haven't set up the RazorPay payment gateway, you can search for RazorPay on Google, and you have to sign up for this. Now create an account on RazorPay. Okay, when you create an account on RazorPay, you have to do some KYC and all the tax details. So here you have to create and set up the RazorPay account. You have to fill all the mobile number details, PAN card details, and all the tax details which they ask. And once that is verified, you will get your account. Okay, let me show you my RazorPay account. Like when after signing up, what you will see inside the dashboard and where you can find this key ID. So let's go to my dashboard. So this is the kind of dashboard you will be able to see after registration. Inside account and settings, you will be able to see the API keys. Okay, so here on the click of this account and settings, you will be able to click on API keys. Once you click on API key, you will see the test credential, key secret, and all that stuff. Okay, now let's go here, and from here you can add the amount. So for amount, we can search for card total. Okay, for currency code, so if you are from India, you can use INR. Otherwise you can use USD as well if you are outside India. Username, we will select authenticated user username. For email, we will use email like this. Okay, so you can add multiple things, and at the end you will get your RazorPay payment ID. So make sure in the grocery delivery app you are in the Blaze plan. Okay, as I told you in the beginning, this feature requires you to be a Blaze plan. Okay, so make sure you have added your billing account inside this. Okay, so link Google billing account. So I have already reached the maximum limit for this billing account. Let me try with this. Okay, so we are on the Blaze plan now. Perfect. Now here we will apply one condition. Okay, here we need to apply the condition, single condition. We will say if RazorPay payment ID is set and not empty. Okay, if RazorPay payment ID is set and not empty, then only we will apply the next conditions. So to check this, for example, we will add a snack bar here so that we will be able to see whether this is working or not. RazorPay payment ID is available. Okay, so now let's test this in test mode. Okay, here you need to deploy this. Make sure you deploy the RazorPay. Okay, inside settings, RazorPay, make sure to deploy the status, and also you need to be on the Blaze plan. You must remember that. Okay, so now let's run this in test mode. Let's create one account here. Let's create this account. The email is already in use by different account. Okay, so I think we have already created this account, so let's use that. Login. Okay, so we are in the login page now. Okay, so let's go to our cart page here. First add some items into the cart. Okay, let's go to the cart here, continue to checkout, and here you can see it's working. So from here you can add the number and continue. That will work very fine. Okay, if you find the error of processing in the RazorPay payment in FlutterFlow, you can go to Google Cloud Console. You can select the project from here. For privacy reasons, I have selected this directly. When you click here, you will see the list of your project. You can select the project from here. Once that is done, search for Cloud Run here. Okay, Cloud Run. You will find, go to Cloud Run functions first generation, and from here you will see the name of the functions which are available. Okay, so here when we are testing it in test mode, you can see the test create order and test verify signature. Okay, so click here, test create order, and inside permissions, under permissions tab, go here. Okay, we have this all users cloud functions invoker. If you don't have this permission, you can add this permission. For example, if I remove the access from here, okay, you can grant the access and you can add all users, select a role, cloud functions invoker. If that is not available in your cloud console, okay, then only you need to add this, otherwise don't touch it. And here for test verify signature, under permissions tab, I have this all users directly. So once that setting is done, this RazorPay payment will definitely work inside FlutterFlow. Okay, once the RazorPay payment ID is there, we will add some functions here. This was the bug previously in FlutterFlow, but now this is resolved. So I have updated the complete episode at Codzify.com as well. If you are new to Codzify.com, we at Codzify provide FlutterFlow and no-code tool courses. You can access the courses instantly at a very minimal cost with 30 days 100% money back guarantee. Okay, so if you haven't checked it out, do check it out at Codzify.com. I have dropped the link in the description below. This 9th episode, we have handled it manually. Now I have updated this episode. So if you have already registered for this course, you must check out this updated version of RazorPay payment gateway. Okay, here you will find two plans. One is standard plan and one is pro plan. With standard plan, you will get the complete course access, but only the clone feature will not be available for you. That means you cannot directly clone inside FlutterFlow this project. If you are on the pro plan and if you have some budget, you can save time and get the complete course access along with clone app project. Okay, so you can check out the Codzify.com for more details. Okay guys, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.